Councilmember Trace.
Thank you. So that was the first part of it of we're doing everything we can to get it out of the line. Second part of it is, do we have a relationship with the resin supplier that has done testing on this? And can we get that documentation, or is there some, grouping of testing that we can do on the resin itself to make sure that it is safe for consumption?
With the city manager's permission, I'd like to go ahead and follow up further with them. We have done research, quite a bit of research in the past. I think that's a great idea to see what we can get additionally and include the residents in that.
And it's not the resin that we're buying now, it's the resin that was bought 2 and 3 years ago that is in the system, right? So I don't know if the manufacturer changed or the process changed, either getting a sample from what's coming out of the lines when they're flushing some of it, or from that manufacturer if they have something at their plant. So.
We have samples from the water coming, the lines that we're flushing now. We have samples from the totes that were provided previously, and we have current samples. We are aware of a manufacturing difference from the original design of the plant, and we have been working to address that with the manufacturer. In the meantime, we've been rinsing it before it goes through the treatment process.
And that was something that changed a bit ago, right? The having to rinse it before it goes into the system? Okay. So if we can get whatever that testing looks like, just a printout of that, or if there is any information from that manufacturer, that'd be nice.
Councilmember Matheny.
Thank you. So thank you for all your hard work on this. I know I feel for the residents that keep coming with this water, because I would not want this water in my house as well. I wouldn't want to drink it or bathe people in it or give it to my pets or any of that stuff. I wouldn't want to do any of that stuff. So we're 10,000% sure it's not leaving the plant anymore?
We're going to conduct some, actually, we just set up with UCF to do some additional testing to just make sure, just to double check, just to make sure that there's nothing getting out.
Oh, yeah, because, I mean, I know we're all kind of, we don't know what to do with it. We're relying on your expertise and staff's expertise to come up with a fix for it. And then, for me, I keep going, okay, they're swabbing, they're flushing, they're doing all these things, it's going to get better, but it's like not getting better. So then I just think, we need to call in the cavalry here and, I don't know, TWA has the same MIAX plants, but they don't have this issue. I'm sure we've reached out to them. We have Brian Wheeler helping us. It just doesn't seem like we're not getting anywhere with this. It's better, but it's still a problem. And so that's why I'm like, is it still coming out of the plant? It should be a closed system, right? Like, are we still adding? I know when all this was happening back in 2016, it should have been known from the plant operator perspective, in my mind, if they keep adding resin to what should be a closed system. That should have been a flag to an operator person, like, where's the resin going? But I just think, I don't know what to do. Like, there's got to be some experts in this. There's got to be someone in the United States or outside the United States, somebody that could come and give us a plan here, because this has been going on far too long, and we're just not finalizing it.
I hear you, and I can't answer the questions from what happened before I got here, and I've been told there's nothing coming out of the plant. We're doing some additional testing, like I mentioned, with UCF to make sure that really is the case, because I want to see it. And we are making progress, and it's unfortunately it's a marathon, and it's not a sprint. The city manager has, every day, can we do this? Can we do this? Can we replace the pipe? Can we, replace the plant? Can we do? There are so many things that we've been looking into, but the flushing, the consistent unidirectional flushing is part of the key. Getting those people hired, and the swabbing and the pigging, and making sure. And now, kudos. They've helped get us more information on where people are having the problems. We were not getting the complaints. We were not getting people telling us. So now we've got more information.
It just seems odd to me that they keep having it at their house. Like, if we're swabbing or flushing, like, why isn't it going away from their house? You know, like something seems to be amiss with what we're trying to do here. And I don't know if is it in their house? Have we tried to figure out, is it in their house? Is it in their hot water tank? Is it in something? I just, you know, it's like, why is it not going away from their house? Like that's just, something is missing in this equation for me. Like I would just.
So I've also discussed with the city manager having a plumber and contracting with the plumber to just see if there's a way to flush out some of the people that continue to have these problems and whether that would be effective. And he obviously he's in support of that. So we're looking to do some additional, you know, we're going to install a filter at the plant to see if it's catching anything coming out from the plant in additional to the samples. So I got to tell you, we're working on this really hard, and it's frustrating, but we're committed, and the staff's committed. I watched my staff. They want this to go away too.
Yeah, I'm not questioning that we're trying hard. I just think maybe we need to try something different. Like this isn't, well, to me, this is, you know, I just think we need to try something different. It should be resolving, and I don't understand why it continues to be at their house. Like if you flush it, why doesn't it go away from their house? You know.
And I respect what you're saying, but I also do think that we're working smart and systematically, and I'm not sure that, from what I've been told, that wasn't always done in the past because they didn't know really where to get started. So with the systematic approach that we're using, unfortunately, it's just it just doesn't happen overnight, but we'll continue to bring back additional information.
So, city manager, is there something we can do, some firm we could contract with? Is there some advice we could get? I mean, I know we're trying hard and we're trying to do everything we can, but I mean, is there?
Mr. Sturgeon.
Thank you, Mayor. Yes, ma'am. We'll continue to look for somebody to help us. Again, this is our second round of swabbing and ice pigging, and again, we're doing the systematic approach. We want to run the camera through the larger lines. That starts next week. We've already started swabbing. So we're going to go through that process again. I think what we're doing better this time is more unidirectional flushing. So you have to do all three of them. I think that's what we've decided. You have to do all three of them. I've directed her to go ahead and get a plumber on board and meet with each of these people and find out what's going on in their house and see if we can figure this out. Additionally, we've done testing before with UCF. It is a product that is regulated. It has a safety data sheet, which is on their website. And again, it talks about carcinogens. It says no information available. So we will look for somebody to test for that.